So the ideal of male protector really comes to the fore during the Cold War era, and then it kind of makes sense.
This is Kristen.
Let's just take a pause right there.
What?
The ideal of male protector comes to the fore in the Cold War. Yay, nay, or nuance?
That's going to be a heavy nay. I can't imagine that being said as like a valid, like, historical claim. Like when you have entire, like, the entire idea of being a knight in the Middle Ages or something like this, often based around some of these ideals, the protection of the feminine or something like that. And like, this is just simply not true, right?
Definitely not true.
Now, maybe, and I've not read the book. Please don't make me. But
100 followers.
But maybe I wonder if you could try to spin this in the best possible light and say there's a particular kind of like Americana male idealism of, like,
the John Wayne.
Yeah, maybe it is like this John Wayne, like, to protect the woman. But even that, I don't know.
Still, like, better.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Let's go with men not protecting anyone else.
Yeah. Right.
Let's make that.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's see what else she has to say.
Yeah. I just wanted to point out that was an audacious claim.
I laughed audibly when I first heard that.
Yeah,
because it sounds so absurd.
That is an absurd claim. All right, we'll continue.
Cobus DeMay, historian and author of Jesus and John Wayne.
Because you've got this military threat, communism, which is perceived as it's anti-God, it's anti-family, and it's anti-American. So all of the things that conservative evangelicals held dear. And so in the early Cold War era, and really throughout the Cold War, we see evangelicals who have embraced Christian nationalism, also embrace a military defense of Christian nationalism, and they hold this together with their support of, what we might call gender traditionalism. The idea that, men and women are given very distinct roles, and the role of protector and is given to men, and men are equipped to do this work, and they are called to use violence when necessary in order to fulfill their God-given duties, right? This is kind of the structure of society. This is the structure of families, and this is God-ordained.
So, Pastor Michael, did she actually explain the God-ordained order of the world?
Yeah, it's weird because she's talking about this like this is such this weird, like, historically aberrant idea that comes, in the time of the Cold War and kind of infiltrates the church. And I'm listening and I'm like, honestly, it sounds pretty good.
Right.
that all sounds about like, it sounds close to right. Sure. Could you twist that and make it like, we're going to see some of, like, could you twist it and make it this like weird kind of machoism or like, remove women's agency or something like that? Yeah. Like that can happen, but that doesn't change the fundamental importance of one of the roles of men being that of protectors of their families, of churches, of society in general. This is one of the roles of fathers and brothers, of course.
And again, read any account of any war ever. It is not a uniquely Cold War thing that the men were like, we are going to defend our land and our family. And even like, we are going to defend like a Christian cause. Like that's not even like a unique to the Cold War thing. It may be one of the most recent times it's happened.
Even hearing it when, she talks about, there was this desire to defend America from communism, which was anti-God, anti-America and all this. I'm like, okay, that, yeah. I mean, I guess sign me up. I don't yet hear a problem with this.
Yeah. I do not know how you can argue when Paul says, right, if a man does not care for his family, he's worse than a non-believer. Adam is put in the garden to guard and work it. Like these things are so obviously,
even just physically, I mean, natural revelation itself helps us to know these things, which is why down through human history, every culture, even non-believing cultures, have understood, oh yeah, like men are the more violent ones. They're the bigger ones. They're the ones with more testosterone. They are the ones that fight more. If there's going to be a battle, it's going to be with men, that just seems like an obvious thing that you could only deny at a time like this.
I think we can announce another Restless show position that men are allowed to use violence when necessary to defend the good, the true, and the beautiful.
Yes, right. When necessary.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, is it
by very definition?
Yes.
When necessary.
Yes. Like, that's what's even shocking about it. It's not like it was a violent agenda. It was like, well, when necessary. Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Like this show, we don't agree. We're not John Piper here. We don't have a question if we kill an intruder, right? This is definitional. The defense of the innocent is a good thing.
Yes.